foot off? Bigger bucket. And they're out the front, they're up the back, they're everywhere. Never ending with that, man.
The more bitter it gets. It's a bit like people, really.
So Rob just called me on the two-way after rolling the mower down a hill. So just getting a strap from the trailer and I'm going to tow him out with the quad. Never ending with that, man. Just grab a strap, probably a big one. Alright, let's get this quad. Straps on, ready? Buddy, what are you doing? Over here somewhere. Watch out, buddy. Yeehaw! Come on, Evie. You can do it. Woo! Right, gotta hold on for this bit. Where he's lost it. Goodness. Oh shit, he's still under it. God. What have you done?
Rolled on me.
Did you chop your foot off?
Yeah.
How do I get this off?
Oh, buddy.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
How's your
Hurts.
foot?
Caught.
I'm too scared to pull your foot out. Oh, it's still intact.
The boot cover saved me.
Whew. Lucky we ordered those online. Oh dear.
Hit this root, look.
Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. No, what did you hit?
You come down here and slid and hit this.
Ah,
Believe it or not.
oh, it's broken off
And
now.
what happened was, as it hit, the deck went into it and just flipped me right up in the air. And I went over, and the mower went over me. And the battery come right out, and it stopped instantly, like dead.
Lucky. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
What were you doing up here with the mower anyway?
Nothing. Something to do with date night.
Ah. Oh, can't see. Wow. So I've got a strap to tie it up. Not that there's much to tie it to.
Tire's wrecked. Ripped
Really?
the tyre.
Oh, gee whiz.
Gone to town.
Goodness.
Good job I filled up with fuel. Can't believe it. Just a cut and a polish. See if it will start.
Disaster averted. Everyone's safe and sound. Ah. So as you know, we're using permaculture as much as possible, and we've got a bumper crop of pumpkins coming up from the pigs' poopies. And we've also found this wild vine of cucumbers, and I'll give you a look. Rob's been out and picked all of these off this morning. I didn't realise there were so many growing. This is pretty much the size of them, how big they grow. That's a bit of a gnarly one. And I'll show you inside in a moment. I've actually already cut one open previously, and I've kept some seeds to plant. I'm sure Mother Nature can do a better job, as we've seen by the pumpkins, but I'm going to give these a go anyway because they fruit really well and they're obviously suited to this environment, so they should do really well. I'm going to feed them to the pigs to get those guys to grow some for me as well, along with the pumpkins and hopeful tomatoes. So I'll cut one open and give you a look. So as you can see, it's just like a cucumber, so we will be eating these just like cucumbers. We will take these spikes off because I don't think they're going to be very palatable, but besides that, they look and smell and taste just like a standard cucumber. Thanks, Mother Nature. Mother Nature is really looking after us. I keep saying to Rob, the land loves us. So we've been planting pumpkins, and all of a sudden all of these pumpkins sprout up in the pig pen, and then I've been trying really hard to get my cucumbers going, and then all of a sudden we find these wild burr cucumbers. So that's the vine. You can see they've got flowers already, and Rob found another one way up the back corner over there, and he's picked several of them, so I'm going to head inside and start pickling. I'm going to experiment a little bit. I'm going to peel a few, leave a few with the skin on, and slice some up and leave some whole. So at the end of this experiment we'll have a bit of an idea of how things work with these guys. There's lots of them growing. They're down the pig pen, they're out the front, they're up the back, they're everywhere. So let's get in and peel some first. They're quite spiky. I've already got a little prickle in my finger. So I'm going to take the skin off this one. Inside they're just like a standard cucumber. You can see that there. Quite nice. Flavoured similar to a standard cucumber. So I'm going to peel them off. I'm going to slice them up, and then we're going to go 50-50 apple cider vinegar and white vinegar. Match that with water content. About 3 teaspoons of salt, because last time we made our pickled eggs they were a little salty. And then we're going to add our spices, which are mustard seeds, cloves, and some coriander seeds. So a fairly basic pickling recipe, but using these bird cucumbers, they're one of the very first foods that were ever pickled. So I really like that idea. So I'm setting some aside for salad later on. Got my salted caramel latte. I usually recommend a wine for cooking, but it's early in the day. Cheers. I'll peel these guys. I'm going to keep these two whole. And I also have just a half here to see whether the pickle will penetrate through the centre and out to soften the outside, see how it go. I've also left the stems on. Maybe they'll go soft, maybe they'll stay hard. You can use those to eat them. I'm going to put the smaller ones in whole, and I'm going to chop the rest up into wedges, just like so. Some will have a stem, some won't. When we were kids, we used to raid my friend's pantry. Her dad always used to have huge jars of pickled onions, brown pickled onions. Oh, they were so good. Every good recipe deserves some garlic, so in go a heap of cloves of garlic. And pop the rest of these in. Then we'll move on to our pickle. So these will go into our pickle, not straight into our fruit. Get rid of this. Bring this one over. So going to do 2 cups of white, 2 cups of apple cider and 4 cups of filtered water. Another sip of coffee. I can see Rocco out there. Don't eat my cucumbers. Right. 2 cups. Oh, that seems like a lot, doesn't it? I think that's going to be too much. I'm going to make it 1 cup of each. 2 cups of water. Nearly. Nearly. Not quite. Vinegar kills germs, so they'll be fine. This is clean. 1 cup of white and 1 cup of apple cider vinegar. The pickled eggs we did last time, by the way, turned out absolutely divine, and I've kept the pickle and we're using it as a salad dressing, so it's really nice. I'll bring it out actually at the end and show you. That can go in. I'll just add 2 cups of water, filtered. There we go, 2 cups of filtered water. Going to throw in a few coriander seeds, a few cloves, not too many, they're quite strong. Whoa, that's way too many, so maybe 4. Pop the rest there, because I'll need to use now that I've had them in my hand. What else have we got here? We don't want cinnamon sticks. And we've got some mustard seeds. They're quite good. Throw a few of those in. It's plenty. Pop that on the stove. Now that needs to come to the boil. And once that's come to the boil, we can pour it in here over the top of our fruit and pop the lid on, and Bob will be your uncle. But first, we do need to add some salt, because the salt will help preserve the fruit. If we just did it with the vinegar alone, it would still conserve quite well, but the salt really helps, and it helps bring the flavour out too. So I'm just going to do 1 tablespoon, because the last batch was really salty. Give that a stir, bring it to the boil. While it's boiling hot, I'll pour it in. Everything will be sanitised then, and pop on my airtight lid, and be good to eat in a few days. Look at those. Grown wild on the land. And like I keep saying to Rob, the land loves us. This is the pickle that we made last time. I am keeping it in the fridge now, so it's just collecting condensation, but beautiful red colour. It was egg and beetroot with a few jalapenos, and it smells divine, and it's just gorgeous for putting onto a salad. the colour just helps to make it a little more decorative, so pretty happy with that. This is just coming to the simmer now, so I'm going to pour it on here in a couple of minutes. Rob's outside working on the solar, so maybe the next time we cook, it might be on an electric oven. That'll be great. Let's see how it's going. Oh, it's just starting to bubble. Sip of coffee. Rob's mum put me onto this salted caramel. It's really good. Right, so that's it. I'm going to pour it in. I'm going to stand back because you never know with glass. Things could happen. Pour it over. About an inch from the top, maybe slightly more. Beautiful. I'm just going to place this lid on very loosely for now. Tip water everywhere. Because we don't want any explosions. Bombs in the kitchen aren't good. And voila, pop them on the shelf. Put them in the fridge if you like them cold, but otherwise they're going to be delicious to have with a beautiful salad or just on their own with a beer. The first food ever to be pickled and edible raw. Perfect.
This gourd, the longer you leave it, the harder it gets, the pricklier it gets, and the more bitter it gets. It's a bit like people, really.
And right now it's sweet and funny. Yummo. Real dogs don't need chew toys. Real dogs have polypipe.
Yeah.
Feeding time for the horses. Dave and Chaz have got the little flock over here at the shed waiting for horse feeding time. Betty knows. Here she comes. Hey Betty. Hey girl. You're hungry. See? Feeding time at the zoo. We've just picked up some more water. I've got the pod on the back of the trailer here. We're going to take it down to the pig pen, fill up their pod, and make sure we're keeping that pig pen plumbed. Rob's got the feed for the horse and Betty. Rocco wants Betty's bowl because she's got a bigger bucket. There you go, Betty. Rocco's going to have to find his own. He's cheeky. Okay, I'll have mine then. Still wait. It's not allowed to be bossy. There we go. Pod's on, ready to go through to the pigs. I'm going to get the gate. Watch what happens when the piglets hear the sound of the gate. Come running out. They're in the pen looking through. They knew we were coming. They spied me early. They saw the car coming down the driveway. We were coming back with the water. They were down the end here and they ran all the way up to meet us. Cuties. What's he up to? I can hear him whistling. Oh, he's getting us a beer. Nice.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here, he says.
Hello everybody.
Here they come. Evie. So you've seen us do this before into the water tank, so we're just going to send that hose up into the piglets holding tank, which is on their beautiful insulated roof, and then it's gravity fed down to water them each day. We've got the generator here to pump the water up, and plenty there for the pigs to last them probably about a week. And I've got some goodies for you guys. You hungry? Is that a yes? This is bread and milk. This is their favourite. They can have it first today. Yummo. The dog chases me for this, Rocco chases me for this, and Betty chases me for this. Rob's bread is everyone's favourite. So they've got potato, pumpkin, sweet potato, and a few other bits and pieces of scraps, as well as a couple of mice that we caught in the mouse trap. So nice balanced meal. And I'll spread those out so they go through and do a bit of rotivating for us. Obviously we like to do the permaculture thing, so we've been feeding them the tomato seeds inside of the bread and milk because they scoff those down without chewing, so the seeds go through whole, and we're going to end up hopefully with some nice tomato bushes in here, similar to our pumpkin bushes that are growing now outside of the cage, out of their free range area. Now outside of the free range area over there in the grass, there are some beautiful pumpkin vines over there. Here come the guinea fowl from out of the woodwork. Chuk chuk chuk! Chuk chuk chuk! See if this works. We want to try to get them to roost inside of the cage rather than up the tree, so when they lay their eggs and have their offspring we can have more control over what happens with those, and of course keep them protected as well. Chuk chuk chuk! Look at the cow up in the pasture. How gorgeous.
I'm going to make some noise.
Generator's going, so it's a bit noisy, but I want to show you these massive pumpkin vines that are growing through here, just in this one patch where the pigs were previously, and they chose to make their toilet area, so they've pooed us out some beautiful pumpkin plants. Look at that, beautiful. Got Eve separated out here. She's putting on too much weight. She's eating faster than the piglets, so she's got her own bowl. That's probably even too much for her there. She's struggling to get through it, but we will work it out, her ideal meal size. And the boys, just while they eat, they're going in here. They can take their time eating, and they like to stop and have a drink, and Eve just keeps hoovering, so they can stop, have a drink and eat to their heart's content. Hey, see, nice drink. No rushing. That's better. I'm trying to coax these guinea fowl in, and the pigs think this is their dinner. Look. You want to eat birdseed? They love it. It's got to be the corn. Here they come. Trying it inside the cage, hoping they'll go in there. They're over by the pigs. Have to wait till they eat that up. It's a pecking order going on. When the pig's getting shooed away. Go and eat it up so the guinea fowl come home. Oh my goodness. Else, in you go. Yeah, no, I just want them to see that there's food inside.
All you're going to do is introduce the pigs back over. I totally understand what you're doing.
Definitely if that board wasn't there, they'd be going in. They'd see it on the ground, wouldn't they? I mean the board across the bottom.
The board across the bottom?
Not that one. That. And then if we take the pallet out.
I think the pallet's fine.
Okay.
I just want to get them back in now.
If you just keep the pressure on your side, babe. I know you're keeping the pigs at bay, but
You stay there.
they want to go in, so we don't probably need to put any more pressure on yet. Back off, back off.
We're going to jump over.
Okay, I'll go back around.
You just can't see the door, can they? How can they not see that?
I don't know, maybe they just don't want to go in.
There you go. One's going. One's checking it out.
Yes!
Well done, love.
High five. Oh, that's better.
That was a mission.
You mischief makers didn't help. Not ideal to have the boys in here. They're a little bit henpecky and these guys are feeling herded into the corner. So hopefully once they go up and roost on the perches, they will all settle down and go to sleep and be fine. We'll let them out in the morning and perhaps tomorrow the boys won't come in. That 2-syllable sound is the female. The males make a 1-syllable call. They'll learn this is where food is and hopefully just start coming in here themselves each night to roost. They're already settling in. Oh look, she's got some friends. Are you hungry? Oh my goodness. Excuse me. That's as far as I can get it. It really rained last night. There's water pouring in here. A little chick. See if you can get out there. Yep. Fly, be free. Well, everyone's happy and safe considering the downpour. Well, they're up in the tree. So we were asked to stop for a beer. Are you eating my passion fruit? I'm going to shake this. Here he comes.